Hello, Speedgaming. My name's Stump. It's wonderful to be doing one of these. I haven't done one in quite a while. I'm here with Timon, and we have a race for the Speedgaming Live 2023 Super Metroid 100% tournament. Stream versus Scotty.
Hello and welcome from myself as well. And it looks like we are starting a minute early. Wow. That's great.
Good stuff. Always good to start things right on time.
Definitely. It usually goes on time. Gotta keep the schedule. So yeah, this race is a losers bracket race, round 2. So both players will be fighting for their tournament lives. Um, it will be pretty interesting. Sasreem does an early croc. Scotty does late croc. So we have some route diversions, but at the end we can see who's ahead later in the race.
And we are off. The runners making their ways through Series Station.
As some of you may know, as someone in chat just mentioned, the earlier croc, it's not earliest croc for this time for Sasreem. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Stump, but Sasreem actually did some hell runs in earliest croc, like Crocomire before Varia in the last
Oh,
races.
wow.
Yep. Very like Sasreem is a very unique legendary player in this community. But he said in the interview of the last race that for now, when the times get more closer and everything, he wants to play the normal route because it definitely with safety saves, etc., and maybe bad farms, it's a handicap for sure.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this one. But
Mm.
for now, let's see what sort of series escape times we get.
Ooh, Sasreem bonking the head of the door. It's
And
always a bit
then
unfortunate.
taking some steam hits.
Scotty gets a low 46, so stream a 40. That's alright. He can shake it off. Stump, you seem to be a bit quiet. I'm not sure if you...
Right. I think I did something about that.
Perfect. That sounds louder.
All right.
So, for about the first like 15 minutes, these runners will do the mostly the same stuff before the route diversions comes into play. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not quite sure if Sasreem does early power bomb grab up Red Tower. We will see that about 10 minutes in. Both using Moonfall.
Yep. Good moonfalls. Almost the first of 100 items.
So yeah, over the course of the run, Sasreem is a kind of player who has very interesting strats in certain rooms. I'm trying to point them out a little bit. A lot of grapple strategies in early croc. A lot of really fun small little things that he does. Um, is generally very innovative in strategies. Tries to find something for himself that works for him. Scotty definitely a very good runner himself. So for the PBs, I think we haven't mentioned it yet. It's definitely a closer race. Scotty just got his 117 like a week ago. Pretty sure in the match anyway of his. And susreime has a low 116, so they are like a minute and a half apart in PBs, but in 100% a lot can happen.
Scotty first through the climb.
No major issues here on the way to bombs.
Yep, and such nice ledge grabbing on the way up.
Yeah,
So
there's
nice to see all that.
one of the really hard strategies for the door opening that the stream just did. Not the standard 2 straight shots, 3 diagonal. It's a couple frames faster what he did. It always looks scary to me. See how Bomb Teresa goes. Scotty unfortunately not getting enough missiles, but handling it well. Susreime had enough, so caught up a little bit of time.
Yeah, this keeps them very close to each other still.
Right side Alcatraz. Like a
Nice.
real gamer. There's a stream shot, only had 2 missiles after. Hopefully gets a drop from the first pirate, otherwise it will be a little bit of time loss. But I think he opts to do the normal strat where you kill all pirates. It's not trying to wait for a pirate drop where it doesn't drop. The susreime only has 1 missile, but due to the fact that he has full energy, he can farm 2 missile packs quite easily here.
Nice. Still just a couple seconds apart at early supers.
It seems to be the case when one runner does a tiny mistake, the other runner just right follows up with it. Make it even, as it's scripted on planned.
Now that back room put them even closer.
Now first
So close to
crucial
the
part.
sink. And both
Perfect.
getting the
Reverse
back.
mock ball here. Nice. Nicely done. Always good to see when either both players miss it or get it. Because it's such a big time loss at the start of the run. Okay, susreime. Missing everything, just running. Don't see that often. There's a lot of very tiny strat differences. Susreime going for a weave, Scotty for a normal down back. Still almost perfect sync. 8 minutes into the race. That's a great showing.
really is.
All right, so that's I was talking about earlier. We don't know, but susreime actually goes for the early powerbomb route. Probably because in earliest Croc you have powerbombs early as well. So he's very familiar with a red tower climb without high jump. Slight route diversions right now for it's about a minute difference. But it will be a diversion soon anyway for Croc, so it's not so bad.
Sort of still synced at the first items each way.
Hmm. It's usually asked for like early power bombs or late power bombs. What's faster? But in general, it's preference. It's really hard to time completely because there are a lot of power bomb strat and upper warfare, which save a little bit of time here and there. So mostly it's preference to the runner. We have a couple runners, I think about 3 or 4 runners in the tournament who do early power bomb route. This might be the first time I've seen it in early Croc though. Usually people in late Croc do that.
Oh, as the stream comes back from Spazer, we've got Scotty in the Kraid fight with a very nice quick kill.
Jumping early, skipping the drops. That's one nice thing in 100%. You don't really need any supers. It's nice to have a super or not. But saving a second on skipping the drops, it's still a speed run. Zosti does early power bombs, for example, yes. And this is the exact reason why early power bombs is viable in 100%. It's to collect the missile pack in Crate's lair.
And with that, we have a high five and the passage down to the room after that. I was wondering where that would happen.
The Serum decided not to do a deboost in that room. Maybe has his health in eye. Is pretty sure trying to go for the lag reduction strat here, which costs 32 energy. Yeah. Ooh, little hiccup on the critical.
Ooh,
Not able to back it up, unfortunate. It's very hard to back it up after you miss it the first go.
it
Still
really
has 2
is.
supers.
Oh, oh, one of
Mm.
them hitting Kraid's hand. That hand's blocking a missile too. But
Mm.
the stream now has Kraid defeated, grabbing that Varia suit while Scotty is at the is at high jump.
Scotty, Scotty trying to farm and up and off a little bit, like kill enemies where in any percent you wouldn't, for example, to fill up his reserve tanks. It's always very important in late Croc to have a count how many HP you have in your reserve tank. I haven't counted, but just saw a couple of small drops. Just a little bit unfortunate. Maybe he does a bit more farming at Speed Booster to grab more health in there. It's very vital later for the Gauntlet Spark.
So now we have susreime in Upper Norfair. We'll see those power bomb strats play out.
Yeah, this is one great example where power bombs are handy. susreime didn't open the door on the way back. He's just gonna lay a power bomb to kill the enemy. It's a tiny time save for the early power bomb route.
Meanwhile, Scotty now has Speed Booster.
Oh, as well as that power bomb bombs the block there. That's also nice. Scotty opting to do already has 5 supers after the first round, but did 2 more just to fill up the reserve tank. Make sure it's full. Wise decision, definitely. Because this is pretty much, this was the last chance where you could fill it up. That's Reem. Did shoot one missile to few. Usually people shoot 6 or 7 missiles at the door. He does only 4. Right, so Scotty is in the room where the route diversion, the big route diversions comes into play. He goes straight back out of Nelfair before collecting Ice Beam also, but handles Croc area later in the run.
Yep, there goes Scotty towards Ice Beam. Susreime entering Double Chamber on the way to Wave Beam. She'll have 2 different beams at very close times. But
Which beam is
very
better?
different routes.
What do you say? Wave or ice?
Oh,
I'm team wave, definitely.
yeah, Wave is nice.
Scotty, little hiccup on that mock ball, but backs it up perfectly. Gets out of there. Yeah, another early power bump divergence. You can just bomb out the block, which you would do like later in the run, to save a little bit of time. Don't have to go through the tunnel. This makes his way down to Crocomire. Scotty Ways makes very nice use of the Ice Beam, which is useful in not many places, but Red Tower is definitely one of those. Ooh, Crocomire did a swipe. susreime tried to get a super in there. Unfortunately, slightly mistimed it.
Oh,
But still
down go.
pretty good RNG.
Down goes Crack. There's that pre-open of the other left side door. And while that's going on, Scotty now has alpha power bombs.
About 10 minutes later than the stream, so he's like 10 minutes behind, right? Nice spark to killing those. Slight lag reduction strategy.
That's always that is a cool strat to see. To stream now past the dreaded Crack Phase 2.
Scotty comes to the mode, same as in any percent KPDR, performs a spark to get across, opts to not try for ocean fly, which is when you're not very consistent with that trick, definitely the faster version, because you don't waste time in the next room jumping and yeah.
I like that speedball into the grapple room.
It's always very swag. Getting a mock ball out of such a long jump is always nice, yeah. Oh,
Oh, grappling up towards that missile, but then not quite getting there. Falling back on a short charge to not have to use a power bomb to clear the way to spark up.
very nicely done on the backup.
Stream with cosine room. Nice damage boost to it. Scotty,
Yeah,
a little bit too high on the speedball into Fantoon, and I see that chat seems to be thinking mid-mid. We'll see what really happens.
health looking really good on the stream side. Seeing more of those lovely grapple strats to grab drops.
Oh, Scotty getting an enrage phase from Fantoon with that final super, not quite delivering the kill, but until then, the patterns were slow mid.
Very dark reds. Maybe just one missile off. That's unfortunate. Yep, one
Yeah,
missile.
one missile short, with that third pattern being also a mid.
While Scotty killed Fantoon, Sasreem actually powerbombed the tube early. You don't see that very often. It's a part of a very neat strategy later for Main Street missiles, which we might see, which includes a very hard torch charge. Going up the red tower. Backs it up nice. Red tower, when you miss the down grab and get up before the block respawns, it's not the worst.
Yeah, I see the beginnings of a short charge in beta power bomb room. Good spark to get rid of those enemies.
It's always weird to see after coming out of Hellway and Red Tower there for susreime, jumping up, not going down for the Alpha Power Bombs, because you already collected it. Scotty a bit high on the morph, noticed it, that it wasn't a great, and unmorphs initially in the room. Very good.
Good spiky death room. And susreime opting to grapple across mode and then charge for the spark the rest of the way.
Scotty setting up for the bomb jump. Very good. Makes it across without any hurdles. Perfectly done from Scotty's side, getting through that spike move def revisit with only one hit from the spikes. Very important, especially in late croc. If you take a couple hits, you could be very low on energy already. Wrecked ship is always really energy management is key, especially
Oh,
in late
yes.
croc, because you have one E-tank less.
Ooh, those speed keep strats from Scotty in the attic. Speaking of speed, Stream did get the speed ball into Fantune. Looks like that was a mid at the beginning.
Susreime keeping Spacer on is comfortable with Dopplering. Fantune,
Alright, good fight.
very good 2 round.
And mid, so chat guessed right.
Susreime health looking really good, so can probably do every D-boost he'd like to do until the E-tank to save a little bit of time here and there. Scotty makes his way to bowling. Yep. Charges a shot, so we will see an attempt on the robot flush. Unfortunately, he gets a wrong D-boost. Try to go for a second shot, maybe hit a robot, but not perfectly like you wanted.
And Susream is now through Spiky Death Room while Scotty waits on bowling.
No need to do a bomb jump. Has grapple. Can just use it to make really good, really fast way through the room. Unfortunately, both robots for Scotty were still in their place. Ooh, nice grapple deboost from Stream.
I like that deboost.
That's a great one. So Stream Eric coming up. First part looks good. Didn't get blue in before the key hunter, but we have all the ammo we need in 100%, so we can just use it to clean it up.
Oh, that was interesting to see. Using grapple to take a hit to have iframes for running through one of the floor sparks.
Yeah, makes the room much more consistent. You see in early and late croc, a lot of people try to go for the speed keep on those, but grapple definitely just makes it very consistent, the room. Scotty's health, assuming he has a full reserve tank, probably looks fine. Setting up for another wraparound shot. Yeah, reverse tank is full. Bit low. I'm not sure if you. Okay, he will break the last block. That's fine. Gets blue suit a little bit too early. This is the complicated thing about the back outlet spark. If you get blue suit too early, you will just fall down. If you get it too late, you will not break the block. So it has to be really precise on where you get your blue from the jaw charge.
That is a lot of precision that takes.
Those were some nice quick drops from Scotty's side. Susreime gets the robot flush. Both robots back into their gaps. So yeah, for now it's still pretty hard to see who's ahead, but that's totally fine. We're just gonna keep enjoying this awesome gameplay.
Well, the different routes do make things quite interesting. And we've got Susreime just now finishing Wreck Ship while Scotty goes to the beginning of the prisoner revisit.
Alright, the stream's energy looks pretty good. I think he will menu later. Maybe he will use reserve tank when the room up top here, the criteria power bomb.
Oh,
That won't go perfect.
that's a good health total.
Because I know that the stream likes to keep Spacer on a little bit longer than usual. It has a lot of unique Spacer strats. But with this energy, we might see an earlier menu. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
there's that menu. Just having to
12.
pull a little bit of energy out of those reserves to have that spark end in just the right place. Or a little bit past it.
Very quick lineup though.
Yes. Oh, we have the charge!
Possible to back this up with a very good, precise quick drop.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
You really have to rush every input when you try to back it up. It's really hard to do when the blocks don't break. Wow. That's okay. That quick drop room was perfect.
Yeah, but just shooting and jumping like that, it's so scary to watch.
Oh, we got professional Super Metroid players here, no amateurs. So yeah, the stream does have Spacer deselected already, so unfortunate, no special Spacer strategies for Big Pink and start of Meridia, but that's fine. That's okay. Very creative Moonfall from the stream side. As Scotty makes his way out of Sportsman Supers. So this area is always it's a lot basic movement. It's not nothing major where anything really major can go wrong, but it's a lot of basic movement. The Brinstar and Big Pink clean up before we make our way to Meridia. And the tiny grapple strats. Grapple the block. Apparently blocks get destroyed with grapple as well, sometimes. Scotty laced that power bomb to open the door later. Too many tricks at the same time. Scotty's setting up for the blockbuster, unfortunately hitting the door. A little bit too much speed. And Susreime gets the Mission Impossible. Yes, Susreime has done earliest Grok in the first two races of his but he mentioned that in the later stages of the tournament, when the PBs get closer and the race gets tighter, he will not risk it and do earliest Grok.
Ooh. Scotty now in Meridia getting the getting that initial short charge on the floor of the first room, but accidentally sparking diagonally at the beginning. But then gets it.
So Susreime opened the super door early. Was pretty sure, yeah. He tries to set up for a short charge here. Ah, just misses it. It's a very, very hard strategy where you get a speedball through those blocks.
Well, I still found it cool to at least see Mod fall through that tunnel.
Scotty's starting up with the Meridia. Getting Mama Turtle tank, Opsus Spark in this room. Very consistent and very safe strategy. As susreime gets the charge clip perfectly done. Oh, that super drop on the bottom left of susreime stream. I think it's a
Nice.
little bit too far in the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, that super drop does look like it's in a bit of a difficult location to get. And we have Blockbuster.
Very satisfying strat to get and to look at, I guess.
That really is.
Guardian, the beach area, one of very hard rooms to navigate through quickly. And susreime just missed the charge. Strategy for early tube is to charge a charge before you go into Meridia and then keep it for Main Street. It's very precise. But as we know, susreime does like those things. As we can see in this room, usually you see people sparking up to the E-Tank first, but it's slightly faster actually to collect the missiles first and use grapple to get onto the E-Tank. Very punishing when you miss the grapple though. Scotty setting up for a decalled X Factor. Correct his position with Moonwalk, was a bit too far forward. Perfectly executed.
Very nice between fight.
Nice hold, full Harvey. Setup looks solid. Promising. Nice full Harvey.
And Scotty now in the Dragon fight.
Always watching susreime play is it feels very playful. He just killed a bug, and now he selected grapple to grab that drop later. I guess you can sometimes grab it without grapple as well. Depends where you kill the bug, I think. But gets a super out of it. 27 supers. That's a very strong super count. Like that's not a that's pretty rare occasion. Oh.
Nope, Scotty delivering that final damage to Dragon with a spark, and then ending up with a blue suit off of it that is now a spike suit. And it's the stream now in the between fight after well, another very nice between fight.
Scotty using his spike suit for the reverse Harvey. Nice little time save. Little high five here in the room. As the
Another
stream gets his full RV.
another full happy.
Okay.
Scotty taking speed echoes into but not
Was it Aqueduct? Yeah.
yeah, I
Um.
couldn't remember the room name, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on them.
Okay. So Dream tried to get a spike suit. He has a very interesting way of dealing with Dragon. Sparks into wall here. This is actually very essential. This makes that the next spark crash animation will be shorter. So he falls quicker. Does a second X
Nice.
Factor grapple into 2 supers kill. Wow.
Wow.
I love that kill so much. And this is
and
such
and
really
the spike
special.
suit just to top that off.
It's it actually has some upsides, that kill. It's actually faster than the normal kill because you kill Dragon very quick, and you are able to kill Dragon on a swoop pattern as well. Um, Very nicely done from susreime.
Yeah, that was such a nice Dracon strat to see. Meanwhile, Scotty had no trouble getting the ice clip up to Shack Tool, but now has to deal with Shack Tool.
Yeah, I'm sorry for missing the ice clip. But yes, Scotty seems to be a first try ice clip. Very nicely done.
The stream now taking speed echoes into Aqueduct and using speed keep from that to sort of shortcut having to go all the way around the far side of the platforms there.
So now we are on the stage of cleaning up Meridia, getting all the items, do 2 loop arounds in Meridia. It's always it's very cool route. We go back up through the toilets, get plasma beam to get back around. The stream can use grapple. Unfortunately, misses the last wall jump. It's always a little bit punishing when you fall down all the way. Nice deboost into that room. Don't think I've seen that before.
I haven't seen that before. Oh, Scotty now with Plasma while Susream waits for Shack Duel.
Nicely done, Plasma Room. Had to go down to kill the last pirate, but that's okay. As the stream does the snail manipulation to get through this room a little bit earlier. The door out of Shack Tool is sometimes very weird. You shoot a missile into it and it doesn't do anything. Um,
Oh, that was a bit scary on Scotty's side. Yeah, especially after I saw how far into the sand Samus went.
Right, this is already the second run through.
Scotty gets the speed ball, but loses
Yes.
the speed echoes before reaching the speed blocks on the first jump.
Yeah, it always looks like when people do it, you don't see how hard it is because it just looks okay. You just springboard up and you go through. But yeah, if you hit the wall, you're gonna lose echoes. You can hit your head, so it's actually pretty precise on the when you use springboard. So Stream has a little bit of a dance with the jumping pirates.
Spring ball truly is such a versatile item.
Yeah, imagine doing this sandpit first before springboard. Scotty getting stuck in the quicksand here. It's always something that's very hard to get out of there cleanly. Nicely done, making his way out of Meridia now. And the first route difference will clear up after Scotty gets out of Meridia, because he still has to grab the crate missiles.
As the stream does get that speed keep up to the missile and super and aqueduct. That very precise use of spring ball. Scotty now with crate missile, which the stream already has, so we'll see the routes get closer to reconverging.
Trying to jump across that gap, but unfortunately not quite get it. Scotty also already has ice, so we'll just go down here to collect the missiles. Hopefully not charge accidentally, alright.
And that's the end of Meridia for Stream, who then gets to go right down into Norfair, thanks to those early power bombs.
So for anyone wondering, susreime probably has a slight lead at this point, but we will see that later and worry about that later. Uh, but anything still can happen. Both players showed today that neither of them is on their 8 game. A lot of mistakes can happen, and maybe through nerves or anything, but both still have great showing of gameplay. Scotty going for a little speedball here. Bounces slightly early. It's not too bad of a mistake because you just can springboard up after you fall down. Susreime setting up for a springboard strat. It's not
Nice.
really faster, but it's for consistency. I've heard Zoast use it for consistency as well, because that jump can be very precise and annoying when you miss it. As Scotty makes quick work of GT. Very nicely done.
Scotty unfortunately hitting the door before charging that spark, but falling back when just jumping up with screw attack.
Hits the gate though, which is nice. It's always a good sequence of rooms here when it's done well. Now into the almost worst room in the game, because fast ledge grabs and spin jumps are still pretty bad. Ooh, Susreime actually bonked there on his space jump, but just barely still made it up. It was a little bit scary. Space jumping towards the Golden Chorizo missiles. It's always scary.
Yep, that is not something that you want to miss.
Yeah, Susreime 29 supers doesn't even worry about grabbing the drops. You have grapple in this situation in early croc, so it's actually possible to grab the drops very quickly, but with that ammo count, no need to bother.
Really nice first few rooms after GT for Susreime.
Nice Metal Pirates for Scotty, has a good setup for this spring ball. That looks good. You want to bonk your head at this? Wow,
Wow, that spring
that's
ball
the
bouncing.
that was the perfect outcome. When you have one bounce towards the door, very nicely done from Scotty. And Scotty's low and offer really looked solid so far. So I think he got back into the game, caught back his focus, which is nice. Has a lot of supers. Looks like he wants to use a lot of them. A little bit misaligned on the grab, but Ridley's dead. Nice. It still has 7 supers to go, so plenty to spare. I think it's a lot of drops. So yeah, Scotty's super count very solid to the end of the day. Um, Sometimes you don't have any supers after Ridley, and you're really hurting for supers for Turian. We see a little high five.
Susreime also with uh, a nice setup for Metal Pirates.
31 supers, the stream. We see what strat he's going for. I'm pretty sure he has some kind of normalized setup for Ridley, right? Stays on the bottom for force a pogo. Unfortunately, he missed the turnaround on that pogo. But That's alright. I think he's just one super short. Maybe not.
Ridley's tail getting in the way of
Mm.
that grab.
Maybe lost count in the end. Wasn't too sure if Ridley was dead or not. Scotty went for the Ruby special. Jumped a bit early. Has to go
The,
back for the missile.
the speedball did break the block, but just a little tiny bit short of that missile. Had to go back.
Nice wasteland and speedball from susreime. Both just cleaning up no low enough air. Scotty still has to do a Crocomire area though.
Yeah, Croc is the one remaining uh, thing before the routes here reconverge.
Yeah, and to question in chat, 30 supers is definitely the optimal amount, like 27 or more. But 27 super Ridley fights, you only see really from the top end players going for that. It's not easy to execute such a fight. A lot of runners are still fine with like 15 or 18 supers on Ridley, which can also be a quick fight.
We had a nice Ruby special from susreime.
Ooh, nice. One of my favorite rooms in 100% for Scotty. Ooh, mismenued unfortunately. Menued over the power bomb and just laid a bomb. I wonder if you could place a power bomb here. But has to place one now, late. Otherwise, very clean room. As we see, susreime not far behind. So yeah, we can guess susreime has quite a bit of a lead right now,
We
especially
have
with that grapple strat.
and we have Scotty now entering Croc. Since Scotty does have charge and plasma, flashing lights warning.
Had a little bit of trouble getting that mock ball over Croc, and when you don't do it perfectly, you don't really want to attempt it because Croc will teleport you back up front, and bad stuff can happen.
Oh yes.
Like you don't want to be anywhere near the lava when you get teleported, or you will end up under the floor. Still has a couple attempts on that spike suit. One bad frame. Ah, that's unfortunate. Gets twice the bad frame for spike suit. Crocomire area with this load of items is always very interesting to me because I run early croc. how fast these rooms can be done with space jump and everything.
Oh, yes.
Or spring ball in the cosine room. It's a very cool area, I believe, I think, in late croc to play.
Yeah, we have susreime now out of Norfair, so past the point of route reconvergence.
Yep. Officially is ahead. I think Susream just likes opening doors with grapple. He just menued to grapple to open a door where he was right in front. And on Scotty's screen, hopefully, unfortunately, misses the mock ball. But it's not much slower. You can just deboost across like in early croc. And because he has no spark suit, he can just use the spark here instead. I wonder if that power bomb out of red tower was a mistake or if it actually clears a sound cue.
I think it was because to for the sound uh, cue because that looked like a that looked like a pretty fast start of the door transition to me.
Mm. Scotty also making his way out of nowhere. Very nice mock ball from Susream. Beautiful. These rooms, when done perfectly, are just a blast to see.
Yeah, especially nice to see those little spring ball hops to stretch that mock ball speed out just a little bit longer.
Susream has enough supers, so you can super the falling rock to save a little bit of time when you're comfortable with your super count. Scotty just using the normal space jump method. Very safe and clean. These rooms just go by too quick, especially when you see two screens at once.
They really do.
That power bomb, yeah, the power bomb looks good. That should break the blocks needed.
Oh,
The dream
there's the stream's final item.
and the mock ball out of 230 missiles. Very nice. Very hard mock ball. Love the grapple use on the door as well. Ooh, nice double misses strat from Scotty. Will he skip the ledge? Not quite. When you have enough speed, you can actually skip that ledge in this room, but it's very hard to get. It's a stream officially first at G4. 15 supers. Doesn't need to worry about anything. Can just spam the supers at Metroids and kill them as fast as possible. Alright, as Scotty gets the last items. Let's see these Metroid rooms.
Oh, good first room from the stream. And second. Scotty now a room away from 230 missiles. Nice third Metroid room from the stream. And the fourth one.
Gets the door opening shot. That shot is so hard to get. You have to be very quick on selecting supers and killing the Metroid.
But now comes Metroid Room 5.
Hmm. Goes for now a very standard bomb spread, stash your skip. The bombs push the baby down a little bit, makes it more easy.
Ooh.
Doesn't the shot was a little bit high, so it didn't clear the blocks at the bottom.
Yeah,
Ah,
I haven't seen use of a bomb spread there before.
oh really? Yeah, it's pretty normal nowadays. Now after Stashy skip was found, like almost a year ago, um, the bombs pretty much make it much more lenient, more leeway, because it pushes the baby down and you have more leeway for the first jump. Okay, so Sasreem, we know Sasreem has all tricks in the book. There are in the books. Setup doesn't need to refill. Gets the downback skip with a reserve trigger, which is probably very odd timing. Yeah. Only uses Mistletoe because he needs 10 supers for this upcoming Crystal Flash. A little bit, it's definitely faster than refilling. Very nice. Ooh, Scotty, really sweet second Metroid room there from Scotty.
That's certainly an interesting way to deal with not getting baby skip.
Hmm. He also turned off Varia after he got grabbed, which makes it a bit quicker, the draining energy. I actually don't know what's faster because menu is pretty slow. And here we see Scotty setting up for the baby skip. Okay, so
Oh, do we have?
watch the
Oh
left side.
no!
It's a stream doing a setup for a new manipulation for Mother Brain. Unfortunately misses it. Was just newly found this week. A new manipulation that Mother Brown sits down earlier to save about 3-4 seconds. I'm sorry, I had to mention that as it happened. Unfortunately, it was at the same time.
So it turned out that Scotty, well, the Metroid did get to Scotty before the room unloaded, so he's now got slowed down side-to-side movement and is electing to just deal with it. I've heard interesting things happen if you do a sideways spark in this state.
Oh, really? Maybe it's like sand, right? Sparking the sand.
I think possibly.
Very slow. Oh, wow. Susreime gets a short charge in Mother Brain room. That's
Nice.
an impressive thing to do.
Well, that brings the stream to the escape. Meanwhile, Scotty just starting phase 2 of Mother Brain.
I'm a little bit concerned about damaging down for Scotty.
Oh yes,
Because
with
you move
that
so slow.
movement.
Still has 5 E-tanks. He needs to get rid of for stand-up glitch.
Yeah, this seems to be working out.
Just barely made it.
Stream with that behemoth's work.
Okay, and made it for the second damage down as well. With Varia on, it probably won't work with the slowdown. But GG's to Susreime.
Yep, GG.
Finishing, the timer is a little off sync from Scotty's apparently. Finishing with an official race time of 1:17:07.
Very nicely done.
Yeah. Scotty probably knew at some point that he was behind. Maybe he looked at the stream or something. That's why he just plays it out for the show with a slowdown. It's always fun to see escape with slowdown.
Yeah, this will be...
Eudrock's room might be kind of a challenge.
Yes.
Hopefully it will work just fine.
Nope, there goes phase 3 of Mother Brain.
And here we have, just as Scotty starts the escape with slowdown, Susreime, a winner of today's match. GG's to you. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you, Stump. Thank you. Thanks for commentary, Stump and Timon. Yeah, glad I was able to survive this.
Yeah,
There's the
we talk
speed
about
echoes.
it soon. Yeah, it's the speed echoes. We're gonna watch this slowdown escape. So yeah, you may not have known. Scotty unfortunately got grabbed in the door.
I see.
Turned off screw attack for zap skip, which makes the Leodog's room a little bit harder.
It's rough. Yeah,
Right,
I gotta check this out before it's over.
yeah, but look at those arm pumps. Arm pumps, while I have slowdown, are just. You actually notice for once how much the arm pumps do.
Oh, I see. Do you save time? You mean? That's a good point.
Yeah, you actually can see Samus moving faster when you start to arm pump with slowdown or blue suit or anything like that.
I've never seen. Ooh. Oh no. I've never seen Samus spend that many consecutive frames in the wall jump pose.
Yeah. Getting there.
Right.
I had a
I will
feeling
also
that.
save the animals. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just for the stream. Nice.
Yeah, I
Well,
couldn't.
if,
I didn't get to save it, but and he's gonna do this very sick animal spark.
oh yes, this is going to be interesting. I'll lost
Ah,
the spark, unfortunately, but yeah, I would have been really sad if Scotty did, uh, well, did the escape like this without also letting the animals live another day.
after pressing done, apparently the audio is gone. Alright. And Scotty finishes an official race time of 1:21:19. Let's see if we get Scotty in here as well. But yeah, Susreem, GG's on your run. How do you feel after that run? How do you feel about it?
So I don't feel too. To be honest, I don't feel too. Okay. Also, we have Scotty here. GG's Scotty.
GG.
Oh yeah, GG Scotty, welcome in here.
Yeah. I guess to answer the question. So I actually I have two controllers that I use for this game, and the last controller literally broke down 2 days ago, and I had to use my one and only remaining controller for this race. And I have to say that I had so many accidental D-pad issues because this one was not in a good shape. So that was all over the place. If you check the run. So I honestly don't feel too good about it. I wasn't able to do most of the things I practiced, or I should say Scotty was such a formidable opponent that I chose not to do most of the things that I practiced because they usually don't work out. But yeah, I'm glad I was at least able to we'll take the win and basically yeah, I had a fun race though. Thanks to Scotty for racing me.
Yeah, Scotty, you seem to be muted still right now. If you say anything.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
There we go. Welcome.
My bad.
GG's on your run.
Yeah, GG susstream. Thank you.
Yeah, GG Scotty.
Yeah, nice finish, Scotty. Very elegant, slow but steady.
I
Got
was
to the ship.
just enjoying the rest of my time in the tournament, you know.
Fair enough. Very fair. Overall, how do you feel about your run?
It was
How do you...
good until Meridia decided to ultimate memes.
What happened, Scotty? I wasn't able to watch our race at all.
Well, it took me 2 Shine Sparks to get up to Main Street missiles, and then it took me like 3 Shine Sparks to get Mama Turtle E-Tank, and I was just kind of upset at myself at that point.
Yeah, the Mama Turtle one sounds like a unorthodox sort of, I guess, I guess, mistake. That doesn't seem to happen very often. That's rough.
I missed the landing on the E-tank. Like I was a little too far to the left, like twice.
Oh, I see. I see. Man, I mean that's why I run early grapple. You see you're too far to your left, you just grapple the block. Yeah,
Very true.
superior route, I suppose.
Yeah. Apart from that, Meridia seemed to be a little bit off focus. But after in lower Nova, I felt like you definitely caught yourself again, right? Like your lower Nova looked pretty solid overall, I think, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it was good.
So-
I was keeping up with my PB from that.
Oh, and one thing, Susreime, really enjoyed that you got your dragon. The grapple dragon kill, that was a very great showing.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see.
That's a single highlight of my run. And that was I'm glad I got that so that I have something to say about this run.
I really enjoyed seeing that Dragon fight.
Thank you. And forever on that. Also, I had to, against an opponent like Scotty, I had to basically use my secret weapon, which is standard early grapple route and not the hell run route, because I just didn't think it's gonna work out when when the opponent Scott is so such a formidable runner. So you also had me practicing a different route, Scotty, because so much pressure, so much pressure coming to this race. Yeah, so that's about all the things that happened with my run. A different route from the one I was running before, and a good dragon fight.
Mm-hmm. Great. Yeah, it was a great race. It was really like the first 10 minutes were really close. Then obviously Susreime, you did early power bombs, so the routes diverged. But overall, you had on both sides a lot of great showings of strats and everything. It was a really great race. Thank you both for it.
This was a very nice race to come back to commentary on.
Yeah. Thanks for doing the calm stump, and Timon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for racing, and Scotty.
Yeah, and for Scotty. Yeah, thanks for the race.
GG Scotty. Fortunately, was the last tournament race.
Yeah, it was fun tournament. I couldn't have lost to a better Metroid player, one of the best.
No, I mean I think it's
funny
that I think it's funny that we are both very dedicated low percent runners. Scotty, one of the top low ice runner. I enjoy running low speed a lot, and we had to basically like fight each other in Hondo. It's such a
shame, honestly.
I know.
We could have had a low percent battle.
Agreement to do like a low ice run first, then we go collect the remaining 86%.
We messed up.
That. But yeah, it's in the past now. Maybe next year, Scotty.
Next year
for sure.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for commentating. I really appreciate it. And again, GG to Susreime.
Thank you, Scotty, and GG's for your running the tourney as well, Scotty. Thank you. Thanks for the race.
Stump, any last words from your sides?
Thanks so much for this being such a interesting race.
Right. So pretty soon, early tomorrow morning, we got the next race, Omnigazer versus Meklik. That's gonna be a very exciting race. So if anyone can make it to that 7 a.m. EST time zone, 1 p.m. European time zone, it's gonna be a great showing. And with that, I think we are gonna head out. And GG's to everyone. Thank you all for watching.
thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks to Speedgaming for having all of us. Congrats to stream, and we'll see you next mission.
See you next mission.